my commentary on Bryan Denlinger's video.
All right, here we are, December 20th, and you see by the title of the video, yes, my father did pass away, and but kind of an interesting story how it happened. I was working on my book. When I first started working on my book, I said to my wife, I think there's going to be some pretty big spiritual attacks here, as it's a controversial subject, and I thought, well, we'll see what happens here. And I was working on the book, and it was, maybe a little while, a couple weeks or something like that, and I got a call that my dad was in the hospital, and he was being given about 72 hours to live. Oh boy. So I said, well, there's no way we can go down right now or anything else, and I talked to him not long before then. His birthday was actually basically around Thanksgiving. I can never remember the exact day, but 25th or 24th, something like that. And so I thought, well, I just talked to him not long ago and everything else, and so we can't go down with our vehicle situation right now and things. And so I just kept on working on the book, and I thought, well, I'll get the news any day now, and I was nearing the end of my book, and he didn't die after 72 hours. And then it went a little bit longer, and he still didn't die. And I was talking to my mother through the whole time and asking her, how's he doing, what's going on, and whatever else. And it went for a while, probably I'd say almost 2 weeks, I guess, that he was in and out of, it looks like he's going to die, and he was with hospice in the hospital, and then they had to transfer him to a hospice center at a retirement home. And he was, my mother told me he basically was just, he didn't even realize what was going on, and mostly just sleeping, and didn't even recognize her or anything anymore, so when he would actually be awake. So, she told me, she said, there's really no point in you even coming down. He wouldn't even recognize you anymore. And so, but as I was working on my book, and I thought, there was a few days that, I just couldn't work on it. There was other things to do. And so I'd think to myself, well, this one day, this thought occurred to me, and I thought, wouldn't it be weird if somehow me finishing this book will mean he gets...
My condolences to you and your family, Bryan. I'm sorry for the passing of your dad. I don't want anyone to die, and I'll be praying for you and your family. I'm sorry for the passing of your dad, Bryan Denlinger.
To go home to be with the Lord, maybe that's what it means. And so I kind of had that thought. I thought, well, I don't know, maybe there's nothing to that. And I was praying and just saying, Lord, I want your will to be done with my father. And so I got to working on my book, and I got it finished on Friday, this past Friday. It's completely finished. Wrote the last chapter, wrote the conclusion. Now all I have to do is proofread, and then it goes to the publishers after formatting and whatever else. But and the weird thing is, I got it done Friday morning, and we went to the office. We were there for a little bit, came back here. Then Saturday we had some things to do. Went to the office Saturday afternoon, and actually Oliver and I had gone. My wife actually had to stay here at the property to get some things finished up, and went to the office, and there was a phone call, actually 2 phone calls. My mother had called Friday evening, and then she called Saturday morning, and she said, he's gone. He's dead. And I thought, that's weird. And so I talked to her yesterday, which would have been Sunday. Today's Monday, like I said. Talked to her, and I said, when did Dad die? And she said, well, they called at 3:30. She said, I don't know what the actual time of death was, but it was 3:30. And we got to talking about that, and my wife said, she's been around medical stuff, in the military, and of course being raised with a mother that was in cardiac rehab, so she's been in, she knows all about the medical thing, the whole point there. And she said that whenever they find that a patient's dead, she said if it's sort of an ER intensive care unit, emergency room intensive care unit type of a thing, she said it would be that, they would have him hooked up to the machine, and it'd beep, 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 and then it would sound off a little alarm and whatever. She said, I don't know if he was hooked up to anything like that or if he was just in his room. It depends. But we don't know the time of his death, but it's basically the same time, right around the same time window as me getting my book finished. You say, what does that mean? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. It's a very odd thing to think about, and what's the Lord trying to say by that? I don't know.
My condolences to you and your family, Brian. I'm sorry for the passing of your dad. I'll just play the whole video and then I'll go.
We were talking about the thing of my dad, if he was saved or not, or whatever, and he had the right testimony. He used the King James Bible all of his life. He had some flesh issues, definitely. I lean a lot heavier towards him being saved. But just very odd. There was some reason that, he just kept on. They were saying he can't live much longer, and he kept going and going until this book was finished. And then I got done with the book, and boom, he was gone. So, how am I taking it? Well, he was my best friend before the Lord brought my wife into my life. So, we were very close. But of course, us living up here in Maine, I barely ever get to see him. I talk to him, probably a couple times a month. But it's weird, when you lose somebody like that that's very close to you, it kind of comes and goes. A memory will come back and I'll start to cry, and other times, like right now, it's just I can talk about it and it doesn't bring me to tears. It's just kind of an odd thing. But we're going to be doing a sermon here not too long from now. That sunlight is really bright right now. I'm going to be doing a sermon on this issue of the testimony that you leave behind when you die. So that will be coming out sometime here, another week or two, whatever. But I don't know, just wanted to share the news with everybody. I know people were praying for me. I, of course, very much appreciate that. I can not really see the screen even right now because of the sunlight, but for my father, he was, the obituary said 82. I thought he was 84, but I don't know. But he lived what many would call a full life. But just a reminder that death could come at any time for anyone.
Yep.
And but thank you to everybody out there for your prayers. And please pray for us because the book's not out yet. And it's going to be a controversial one. And it's going to shake up people and whatever else. And it is what it is. But there's some weird spiritual...
I'm just praying for you and your family about your father, because I don't want anyone to die, and we all can die at any time, and yeah, and it's almost at the end of the video.
Stuff going on already, and it's not even out yet. So please do keep us in your prayers for the Lord's protection for us, and we're going to be heading to the office right now. And trying to get some stuff done. So we will see you in upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your prayers.